Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. In this video I want to talk about the PlayStation 3 problems that a lot of people are having with Black Ops 2. But before we get into that, I own a PlayStation 3, I have to say this. I play it every now and then whenever a good exclusive game comes out, because unlike a lot of other people, I'm smart enough never to play a multi-platform game on a PlayStation, because they're just, for the most part, worse, definitely in this case. And I do like the PlayStation 3, I hate most things about it, but I like the core games that it has. That's about it, really. So I thought I would discuss this, but again, before we get started, I'd like to say that yes, it does completely suck, and I'm not going to try and say, oh, just get over it, but it does suck that a lot of people are having problems with Black Ops 2 on the PlayStation 3, and it does suck that Treyarch did a poor job for the most part of developing it from what I am hearing. But there seems to be this gigantic fucking problem with the Sony audience that's not true of most other video game companies. Like, everyone talks shit about Microsoft, they blame Microsoft for everything, but no one ever blames Sony. No one ever blames Sony for a terrible fucking network, a terrible online service. I don't even want to hear, but it's a good online network, you have to pay for Xbox Live. PlayStation Network, even though it's free, is fucking terrible. The software sucks. I hate the PlayStation 3. These aren't even things that are personal preference. The network is crap, the software is crap, and the hardware to develop on, for the most part, is hard and very hard to understand for people who make video games. We know this to be true. So, yes, blame Treyarch, blame Activision. I'm not saying don't, because that would be retarded, but I'm saying blame Sony as well for creating this piece of hardware that so many video game companies have had so many problems with. And you're like, well, name a few, Kieran. Okay, everyone's hero ever in the video game industry, Gabe Newell, hated the PlayStation 3 because he said it was hard to code for. There are so many videos online, but then they just threw a bag of money at him, so whatever. It's true. It's hard to code for. So I'm saying blame Treyarch, blame Activision, but also blame Sony. Sony do a lot of stupid things. I mean, a lot of people complain, oh, but Microsoft just paid Activision money so they get the map pack first. This one gives me the shit. Sony buy no exclusive content for their marketplace network thing, which is retarded. The last time I saw them spend money, it was like 20 grand to acquire MLG rights. Really? Really? And a lot of other PlayStation fanboys, or players, I shouldn't say fanboys, are saying, oh, we should get a map pack for free because we had to put up with this crap. That is so retarded. No. Nope, nope, nope. Won't be doing that. That makes zero sense. Just because you have problems with a game, you get free things. That is unbelievable. You have no idea how many problems I have had in the single player of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Do I get free stuff because I had to go through that? No. Why do you get free stuff because you've had to go through problems? These people need to go back in time and experience what I experienced as a kid. There were certain games that you couldn't even get past the fucking loading screen. You had to blow in the cartridge, pull it out, blow in the cartridge, pull it out, blow in the cartridge, and on the side of the cartridge it said, do not blow into. This, anyway. I digress. Complain. Yeah, I'm not saying don't, but I'm saying blame Sony as well. As this way I say, it's 50-50, and a lot of people will say, but no, there's so many good games on the PlayStation 3, like Uncharted and Infamous. Okay, I hate this fucking argument, because it makes zero sense. First of all, the people who develop Uncharted, we'll talk about Uncharted specifically, and pretty much every other PlayStation exclusive, because, again, intelligently on Sony's part, unlike fucking Microsoft, they buy great studios and get them to make great games. Unlike Microsoft, who buy Rare and fucking ruin it. What was I going to say? I can't remember now. Fuck. Oh, yes. Those people sit there in a room for 5 years developing one game for one console. They haven't got to port it. They haven't got to do all of this. It is not... It would not make sense because video games are a business, people. They're not a fucking charity. We've been through this before. It does not make sense for Activision or EA or anyone to sit down and spend so much money and time developing a game specifically for each platform. In case you don't know how video games are made, they code to the lowest common denominator, which is normally they'll code it on a PC or an Xbox, and then port it. Alright? That's how they do it. It would be unbelievably long and difficult to make a game for each specific platform. It doesn't make sense. And if Sony hasn't allowed that to happen because they've had poor hardware and software choices, then it's their fault. But again, it is also the developer's fault as well. So blame both. Blame both. That's what I'm trying to get across here. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Are you having problems? Some people aren't, surprisingly. So tell me what you think. I'm out. Au revoir.